At 16, I started my own business, Diseño Web Designs. I took my sales calls in the closet next to Willie's room, completed my service delivery at that back table, and invested the money I made back into the business. What started as a small venture turned into my current business, Blackbeam Designs, where I build websites for roofing companies. But none of this success would have been possible without YSC Academy. YSC provided me with what most people chase their entire lives: freedom. With an hour-long gap between my classes, I used this time to pursue my interest in business. And these windows of freedom became the most valuable part of my education, something any other school, whether private or public, would have rid me of due to their back-to-back classes. But with this freedom, I thought I only had two options: either waste it or try and squeeze every second out of it, chasing progress. I chose the latter and spent 2 years on my business grinding, chasing, and eventually burning out. But it was recently that I learned something new. Progress does not come from just working harder. It comes from doing the right things at the right time. I now use my hour-long gaps strategically, using some to learn sales and take client calls, and others to just chill and think. Because just like in life, progress does not come from cramming in more. It comes from space. Space to think, reflect, work, and ultimately grow. And for the first time, I've learned to enjoy life in the process. Spending time with friends, golfing, talking to women, things things I thought were distractions, things I thought I had to delay until I had $1 million in the bank. And I want to thank Richie and Dr. Nuha for creating this amazing school that provided me with the freedom to learn this lesson and share it with you. I want to thank Mr. Barney for giving me the opportunity to build both a weather station and a robot in 9th grade. I want to thank Coach Pete and Dom for always being honest with their feedback, and to Coach Ian for being a mentor not only on the field, but in my college decision in life in general. But truthfully, none of this, me coming to the Union, being a part of this amazing school, or my businesses, would have been possible without my family. Mom, I want to thank you for making the 5-hour commute to work every single day, just so my brothers and I can attend college. Dad, I want to thank you for always giving Nick and I lessons, whether we listened or not, and always trying to make us better than you are. And to the both of you, I can't thank you enough for taking a chance on Nick and I and moving away from your home of 14 years, just so that we could pursue a sport. Wesley, I want to thank you for setting the standards high for Nick and I. You're networking with CEOs, talking to mayors, and you just came back from Harvard. You show Mom and Dad that they're raising amazing kids. And Nick, I'm so honored to call you my brother. We spend every single day together, growing as human beings. We share advice on life, women, music, and simple things like our morning push-ups. I know it'll be weird not seeing you at 6 in the morning and driving to practice together, but I know and have always known you will do well in life, and I don't need to worry. Just make sure you give yourself a break from time to time in this beautiful thing we call life, and enjoy the journey you take to success. As when you make it, and you will, you'll figure out the best times are those you make along the way. So enjoy it, Nick. Thank you.